Okay, we're going to go over installing TempleOS into VMware Workstation, which is the $250 upgrade from VMware Player, which is free. So you do new virtual machine, and then you do typical. You enter the file you download from my website, TempleOS4 into the ISO image, and you do other and other 64-bit, and you do I'm going to call it production. This is production instead of in-house. 8 gig is plenty, and customize hardware. 256 is not enough memory by default. You want 512 is the minimum. I'm putting in 5 gig, and I'm going to do 8 cores. I think Player only does 4 cores, and I'm going to get rid of network just so that you know it's God. I'm going to get rid of network, and I can get rid of the sound card. We want to petition VMware so that they restore support for PC speaker. As it stands, there's after version 8, PC speaker doesn't work, and we want to petition them. So we want to hit close. Now it's booting the ISO as though it's a CD-ROM. And install onto hard drive, yes. Are you installing inside VMware QEMU? Yes. Is it? It's normal for this to freeze. So now it's partitioning into a C drive and a D drive. It's copying 18 meg onto the C. That's the size of the distribution, and 18 meg onto the D, exact mirror image. And it's putting a bootloader into the C boot sector and a bootloader into the D boot sector, and it's putting a master bootloader onto the master boot sector. So there's a C boot sector, a D boot sector, and a master boot sector. We want to reboot now? Yes. And this is my boot. This is my master bootloader. It's a replacement for it's a replacement for Grub. Anyway, so take tour. No, that's all there is to it. We're completely installed. Now we might want to customize some stuff. Local time zone. I don't remember if it's plus 8 hours or minus 8 hours. And get rid of this message. So we can you can just delete this. And I'm going to say woo hoo. Now if we reboot, it says woohoo. So now I want to cover how you mirror image. Copy C:/ to D:/. That's copying all 18 meg. Now here's what happened. We just overwrote the kernel, and the boot sector has to be reset with the new address of the kernel. So that happens when you recompile the kernel. It automatically sets it. So this macOS takes a source drive and a destination drive. These are drives, so drives are entered as C characters. So I'm gonna the D drive is what we're doing. Home drive is D. That's what's going to be the home drive when it's booted. And when we're mounting, we mount C is the lowest letter of the sequence, CD. If you had another one, it would be E. And we want ATA hard disk probe. So now we can enter the port number. ATA is the hard disk, ATAPI is the CD-ROM. VMware plays musical chairs, and every once in a while there's a combination that won't work, so you might have, but you can set them yourself in VMware. Anyway, so I don't know, there's no excuse for them to be playing musical chairs with these. Otherwise, I could just have them hard-coded here, and you wouldn't have to do this. 0. No more drives. We could put the CD-ROM drive in, but I don't feel like it. So when we boot, it's not going to have a CD-ROM. Anyway, disk cache size, let's use default options. Let's use default. Okay, so now if we reboot, everything should be A-OK on the D drive. We just had a glitch. That happens every once in a while. Reboot. I think it's related to multi-core cores not being shut down and start up. Anyway, so we just rebooted, and you'll see it has the updated version of this drive. It has the woohoo, so the copy worked correctly because we have that new message. Just to show you what's, well, anyway, that's enough.